Hey guys, welcome to Shades 2. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today is January the 9th, 2024. Hope you guys are having a great day. I'm certainly am. Sorry about being late today, guys. I was on another live talking and stuff, so that's why I came in late and stuff. But anyway, let me make sure everything is going good over here because I was hooked up to another live. Let's make sure everything is going great. I think it is. But anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. And before we start off, let me check and make sure everything is great because sometimes I be here on a whole nother level when I be doing these lives. All right. So, okay, here we go. Let's get back over here. Let me turn the music on and everything in the background. Wait for me, y'all. Okay, so let's go ahead and start off with this live. Let me take this gum out of my mouth as well because my buddy know I can be chewing this gum and smacking like I have never, ever had any gum in my life. That's me. All right. So let me take this gum out of my mouth real quick. Then we're going to start off with this live. And we're going to try to be in here just an hour and a half. I mean, we will be in here an hour and a half. Okay? Because I do have to go to work and stuff for a few hours and stuff like that. All right. So let me get everything straight, guys, real quick. I'm never prepared all the way. I'll be prepared, but I'll be doing so much and stuff before I come on a live. It's ridiculous. But yeah, like I said, I hope you guys are having a good day today. And hope you're having a good work day as well. Because my day is going good so far, trying to still get rid of this cold 100% and get other things together. Hopefully that'll be together soon. But otherwise, everything is going good. All right. Guys, if you enjoyed this content today, please don't forget to thumbs up. Also, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. And hit the bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. We're going to leave this up too so you guys can make sure you subscribe. We're actually going to leave this one up. All right. Let's go ahead and do the Copyright Disclaimer Act. So the copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, research, and etc. That entire copyright disclaimer is in my description area. It will be in my comment area, and some of it is scrolling across that screen. All right? All right. Welcome to everybody in the bushes. Welcome to everybody who watches this in the replay. And over here in the chat, let's see who's over here. Hey, Carl. Thank you so much for coming by, showing support. You say you working? Okay. All right. I appreciate you, hon, because, some people don't be that, they don't be that devoted. Let's see who else. Oh, hey, Do 'em Dirty TV. Thank you for coming in, showing support. Y'all check out Do 'em Dirty TV. Show them some Do 'em Dirty, some love and support, and check out the channel. All right. All right. So let's go ahead and start off with this live today. So y'all, this is a live I've been trying to do for the last couple of days, but a lot of stuff came up with the passing of Coach Dude Sports. And then another dude, Mr. OG Raiders. So that's what I talked about yesterday. And then last night when I came back, I talked about another subject, tackled on Katt Williams a little bit, but did not go into strict details like I wanted to. So today, in this hour and a half, we are going to talk about Katt Williams, and we are going to talk about Jeffrey Epstein. Okay, and as far as that dude I was telling you about, the one who attacked the judge, they haven't updated anything yet, so I can't do anything regarding that. Okay. Can't tell you anything updated. It's the same information from what I told you guys yesterday. But I think he went to court today. So later on today, it may, be some information, new information on him. And I'll let you guys know tomorrow, unless it's really like something urgent I need to tell you. Then I'll tell you guys tonight, if I come on late. Only if something urgent happens with that dude. I'm thinking that it'll just be a regular court case and he'll probably get a couple years more and that'll be it. But we'll see. All right. So anyway, we are going to talk about Mr. Micah S. Williams, also known as Katt Williams. All right. And I'm going to let y'all know straight up. I'm going to tell you straight up that I do believe a lot of stuff Katt is saying. I don't know if I believe every single word, but I do believe a lot of things that he has been saying. Regardless. Okay. Regardless of if he was on drugs before or if he was drunk or high, I still believe, things that he say, because we already know that some weird activities be going on in Hollywood. Okay, let's keep it real. And at these parties and with some of these actors, actresses, singers, producers, directors, just with so many people. Let's keep it real. These type of rumors have been going on for years. It's just not, it just didn't start. I remember hearing about, you know, on the couch, men doing stuff for other men. I mean, a long time ago. So this has not just started happening. It's been happening. You know what I'm saying? People doing favors, to other people for money, for success, for fame, for roles and TV shows, movies, videos, whatever. They just be doing it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Some people will sell themselves out for that cash. They do something strange for that change. You know how that goes. It is a dirty game out here. You're right. And a lot of people, not just stars, but people in general, will do something strange for some change. And I'm not just talking about women. Okay. I'm talking about men too. And that's damn even more heartbreaking, especially if it's with the same sex. You know what I'm saying? So let me ask this question first before we start the rest of this live. I said, why my ass cannot type? Y'all, I need to go back and do some changing because I misspelled some stuff, mistyped it. Why do you think some men would do with another man to advance in stardom, fame, in for money or for money? So let me just put this in my own words because I don't know what the heck I just wrote there. I mean, I be typing so fast and stuff and talking so fast. Anyway, I was asking, why do you guys think some people, some men, why do you think they will sell themselves out to get that leading role, to be famous, to get money, to get success, to win awards, whatever? You know what I'm saying? Why do you think they sell themselves out in regards to doing something with a same-sex person? You know what I'm saying? And I said, the link is right there too in case somebody want to come up. I said, I think, I don't think people do stuff. I don't think men, because we know women would do something strange for the change. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it real. But when you talk about, for me, when you talk about a man engaging in external acts with another man because they want to advance in their careers or they want money, fame, awards or whatever the case is, to me, I really think that they have to already be somewhat attracted to men. I may be wrong, but I just feel like they are, even if it's like subconsciously, because I'm not a man, but I can honestly think to myself that if a 100% straight up heterosexual man is approached, I don't see him giving in to that, if he's 100% heterosexual. Even if somebody say, well, if you can go down and do fellatio on me, I still don't see 100% heterosexual man agreeing to that because I'm thinking about it more mentally and physically. You know what I'm saying? They're going to always know about this in their mind. They're going to always know that they went down on another man or they get an entanglement, and I'm putting nicely, with another dude. I don't see that. I don't see a straight man in that type of setting just doing that. I still believe that they have to be attracted to a male, whether they admit it or not, point blank. And I told you guys about the story, but I know a dude that's in the entertainment industry, and he tried to talk to me, and he told me that he was a heterosexual. Come to find out, he was a bisexual because I found out, Inspector Shay found out and stuff. And he was telling me he was using an excuse at first. He probably still does use that excuse. That he was using another excuse. Actually, said that he had ran away from home and a guy approached him and that was the only way he can get money. And I was like, no. It's so many different things you can do to get money versus letting a dude do stuff. You doing something to a dude or you let him go down on you. I can't believe that, I can't believe you wasn't attracted to no man nowhere in your life. I just can't believe it. And I can't believe any man unless he was RAPED or incarcerated and was RAPED. Other than that, I don't believe that. I just really don't, because I feel like you have to be somewhat attracted to the same sex, whether you admit it or not, because it takes a lot. Listen, I have never in my life had, what. Okay. It takes a lot for me to do that. Okay. It would take a whole lot. Now, some women have done it. They don't, but I just can't. So if I was a man, I'm thinking the same way. There's no way I would be able to do that because I'm thinking, I don't like men. I couldn't even let a man go down on me because I still know it's a man. You see what I'm saying? And some people say, well, because they want their success so much, they willing to do anything. But still, I still believe that you have to be attracted to a male in some type of way in order to, engage in any type of sex, any type of entanglement with a dude, the same sex if you're a dude. And then you can't compare that. Hey, Brenda, thank you for coming in. Y'all check out Brenda because she does some really, really great lives and all types of stuff like the high heel contest thing. She did a Christmas tree thing, all types of stuff. So go check her out, show her some love, and tell her that Shades Tube sent you, okay? And also check out the Goddess of Love, too, Goddess D of Love, because, again, she has poetry reading on her channel, all types of stuff. I love the way she talks. I love her energy, just like with Brenda. Just like we're doing Dirty TV. He has a different type of channel, but you'll still enjoy that as well. So go check out all these people and show them some love and tell them that Shades Tube sent you. Now let's get back to this topic of this because I'm trying to figure this out. I was just saying, don't say, how women do this because it's totally different with a woman. Let's just break it down. A woman is made to have entanglements with a man, okay? As far as two women together, they still can't do the same damage that two men can do. Okay. Two women, if they have the other type, just regular X, okay. I mean, they shouldn't be doing that, but okay. But when you talk about two men, I'm sorry, because a man is not naturally made to be accepting that in that area. Okay. First of all, you got piles that can develop from that, hemorrhoids. Okay. You can get fissures, which are small tears in that area. You get those fissures, that means blood and stuff can transmit disease quicker. Okay, it hurts like heck. Some dudes even take enemas before, but if you do it all randomly, you don't have time to clean yourself out. So I'm just thinking, do you smell any defecation, that the fecal matter, in that area? Okay, then all the other diseases you can get from it. It's just not for me. I don't want to, attack homosexual people, but we're just talking about heterosexual people who are actually secretly bisexual, okay? I just cannot see it, okay? With homosexual people who are attracted to men, they most of the time be properly prepared. They know the risk. They know everything. And I do believe people who are homosexual from when they were a child, I believe they was just basically born like that. I really do. Now, granted, some people may get into their lifestyle on their own, but I think a lot of people are just born like that. Sin is in the world. Not saying that that's sinful, but you know what I'm saying. Because I don't really want to get into that debate about homosexuals. We are talking about people who are heterosexual and they're engaging in bisexual conduct or whatever the case is with people for money, for stardom, for awards, for record deals, for movie deals, and things like that. I'm saying straight up that they got some kind of secret obsession or desire for a man. I don't care. I really do believe that. Hey, J4, thank you for coming in. I really do believe that because you can't convince me. I have walked around, and I know some people don't be honest, but I have walked around and I have asked dude about this. I even asked my oldest son about this. Okay, because he told me when he arrests men, bisexual men or gay ones, they be trying to hit on him. You know what I'm saying? And he be like, nah, I don't swing like that. You see what I'm saying? So for me, if you are secure in yourself and you know that you're not attracted to a man, I don't care what a man offers you. You're not going to do anything. And don't tell me it's just do a fellatio. If you let a dude do that to you, you are still bisexual. I don't care what you say. You still desire men secretly or subconsciously. Because there's no way I'm going to let a woman do anything on me. Okay? That's just on everything. I don't care how good she look. I don't care what she say. I don't care who she is, how much money she offers, whatever stardom she could offer me or anything. It's a no. It's a no. It's not the same as if a man is doing it. Okay? So I don't understand why some of you men hide behind these excuses and make these excuses, especially on social media about this subject, when you know good and dead going well, if a guy is letting another man do this willingly and he's not like in jail or anything or RAPED, you can't tell me, you can't convince me that he does not have some type of desire to be with a man or he's attracted to one, whether he admits it or he does not admit it, point blank. because it's just strange, something strange. You know what I'm saying? Because again, if you are straight up heterosexual and you are some regular actor, and they try to encourage you or make you or whatever you want to use, do these type of things to get ahead. To me, a man that's confident in himself and a man that knows he is not attracted to another man, he's not going to take that offer up. I'm sorry. You don't sacrifice yourself for money, for fame, for success, for anything. And then they say nobody will know. Nobody has to know, but you're going to know. Okay, you're going to know. That's going to be in your mind forever if you are a dude and you let another dude do an entanglement with you, or you let him do fellatio on you. That's going to be with you forever. I hear so many stories about dudes incarcerated when they get out, and some of them do talk about being raped, and they be like, it's something hard to get over. It's something hard to get over. And some of these dudes, they'll do it so many times to them and stuff that some of these dudes do turn, bisexual from that. But that's different. That's a different situation because they're incarcerated, and often it may involve other people holding them down or whatever the case is. That's totally different. I'm talking about people who are not being held down, people who are willing to do these things in exchange for fame, money, success, record deals, movie roles, or whatever the case is. And I'm talking about men, okay? Because we already know some women will get with men to advance in their careers. But the difference is that it's wrong. But the difference is that a woman is made to have, with a man. Okay. Now, if you're talking about the same sex, even if two women do same sex, a lot of times they're not doing that. The other thing, ANAL, they're not doing that. They just using fake stuff and doing the regular way, but having a woman do it. You see what I'm saying? And it's still not the same to me. It's just not. It's just not the same when you see two men. Because a man is not naturally made to have anything inserted into his area. It's just point blank. That's why a lot of times when people do these things, sometimes they end up having to go to the hospital, and getting checked out because sometimes their lining in that area gets messed up, or either that, I think that's called the sphincter muscle, I can't remember, that gets messed up as well, or whatever muscle is back there that controls everything. So it's not a normal thing, in my opinion. We know we got homosexuals out there that do stuff, but we're not talking about them. Okay, we're talking about regular heterosexual men in the industry, especially. And I told you guys about that time when two dudes, had us going to a bisexual club. Okay, it was homosexual and bisexual, and they was playing jokes on us, tricking us. We thinking we going into the regular club, and look what was in there. And some of these dudes were like regular dudes, rappers, all types of stuff. Okay, they were down low. They were even trying to talk to me and my girlfriend. Okay, so for me, I believe that some of these people, if not all of them, have a secret desire to be with a dude, or either subconsciously they are attracted to dudes and they're just trying to hide it. You got some. Hey, the Bump Capone Show. Thank you for coming in. Y'all check out the Bump Capone Show and show him or her some love and support. Okay. And I don't even know if I'm subscribed to you. I'm gonna have to subscribe to you and stuff. But anyway, show him some love and support. All right. Now, like I was telling you guys, even the guy that I met, he tried to hide behind the fact that he was forced into it. And I kept on asking him about his childhood. Come to find out, in his childhood, some dude was trying to get with him then. So that's why I know for sure a lot of these dudes are subconsciously desiring a man. Y'all got to face reality. That dude I'm telling you about, who was an actor, when he was telling me all about his stuff, he wanted me to help him. He gave me his Facebook passcode, his social media stuff, and told me to take it over. So I did it for him, right? And it was so many men hitting him up because he's a nice looking guy. I'm not gonna lie, got a nice body and everything. It was so many heterosexual, supposed to be men, who were hitting him up of all race, of all ages, trying to link up with him and stuff for sexual purposes. And some of these people were married, had girlfriends, had babies, all types of stuff. I talked to a few of them, telling them not to be hitting them up. And they were closeted, you know what? Point blank. And then one even tried to argue with me, telling me that he wasn't bisexual or anything because all he does is do fellatio on my friend. And I'm like, dude, you are still bisexual. I don't care what you say. All right. Let me call your wife and ask her how she feels about that, if she thinks the same thing. That is gross. If you're going to do this, at least be open up. At least be open with your spouse or your girlfriend or whatever the case is, and let them know you like both sex, that you're bisexual. That's why so many diseases are spreading, because so many people keep secrets. And I don't understand why people do this. If you like both, then say you like both. You got some dudes all up on YouTube right now calling other people gay and know good and daggone well they're bisexual. That's why they can devote so much time and energy to men all day long. That's why they can be obsessed over a dude. What's up? What's up, Iceman? Y'all check out Iceman too, because Iceman be tripping. He be tripping out, y'all. So check him out, show him some love. He has a good channel as well, but he sure let you know what's up. And he I wouldn't say he necessarily be doing some beefs, but at times he does. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he still does or not, because he said he was I don't know, Iceman, do you still be beefing? Because you said the other day that you wasn't going to be doing what you was doing before. So do you still beef? Because the last one I watched, you was chilling, and listen to music. Huh? But anyway, check him out. Show him some love, y'all. Okay? But as I was saying, I forgot what I was saying. But anyway, you got some dudes here on YouTube. That's what I was saying. That are straight up down low. Okay, let's keep it real. Because if any dude, to me, if any dude is obsessed with another dude, or men could all day and night, and their whole life involves around researching them, checking them out, stalking them and shit, you can't tell me somewhere inside their mind they have a desire for that person. You just can't convince me of that. If all day you talk about men all day and you're researching them, you're looking them up, something ain't right up there. You know what I'm saying? Okay? Unless you're a woman, you're doing this. But if you're a man, I have never in my life seen that happen until I start being in certain sectors, okay, where men are obsessed with other men and be doing the most all day long, all damn day. They would rather look up men versus going out on a date with me. You know what I'm saying? Let me stop so damn stupid. But for real, look at me in this picture. You know good and damn well you got to be bisexual if you prefer to hook up and link up with a dude and talk about him all day. All day. Y'all, I'm so damn crazy. But for real. So you said you be going back and forth with all kinds of, okay, yeah, I know. So yeah, he still be beefy, y'all. But go check him out. Show him some love, because you're going to be laughing like I be laughing over there, okay? And stuff. And you're going to enjoy his show. Cause I don't think they take it off the screen and things like that. I don't think he does that, like some people do. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he do all that. What you say? I know they do. He's a cool dude too, y'all. He's a cool white dude, Iceman. Yep. But y'all think they don't have beef sectors, huh? Yeah, they do too. They do too. It just depends on what you're looking for on YouTube. But getting back to the topic of this homosexuality stuff, not homosexuality, but bisexuality in the industry. And I do believe that, these people do have a deep desire to be with a man, because there's no way, I think that a heterosexual dude can allow another man to perform, on them, or for you to engage in an entanglement with another dude. I don't care how much money he has. That's weird. And Katt Williams said that he said no. And I don't blame him. And I can understand why some men probably went to him, because, they did have rumors about Katt Williams at first, the way he talk and stuff, being, bi or whatever the case is. But he said he's not. And some men just talk like that and act like that. You know what I'm saying? And that doesn't mean that they're necessarily bisexual. Now, again, my friend, he does not even act like that. He talked like a straight up man. He was saying things about homosexuals and everything else. I would have never thought that he was bisexual. You know what I'm saying? And he turned out to be bisexual. Now he claimed he is cured now. Now I don't know how much he's cured, but that's what he claimed. So I don't know. That's crazy. Let's see what you said. Ain't no man need to be trying to Peter Pete on me. F all that. I know that's right. And let me ask you, because you just answered the question. So Iceman, so say if you were in the industry, right? You wanted to be in the industry and you wanted to be in it so bad, right? And you got your little feet wet a little bit, you know what it's all about. You get the women coming to you, you got a little bit of money, a little bit of fame. So say you attended one of those parties, right? And a big known, high profile celeb approached you and asked you just, let him go down on you. And he will give you a successful role in a big movie or TV show. Plus, he will give you $500,000. And we can keep all of this a secret. Would you do that? Tell the truth. They definitely do. A lot of dudes be on this buy stuff. A lot. So would you do that? Because like I said before, every dude that I know that I asked that question to, I don't know if they were all telling the truth, but most of them, majority of them, with the exception to maybe 3 or 4, said no, they wouldn't. It's just like if you were to ask me the same question in regards to another woman, my answer is no. Okay. I told y'all before, I used to really love Beyonce. And my soon to be ex used to make jokes and say, if Beyonce hooked up with you, would you do anything with Beyonce? And I was like, hell no, because I don't give a damn how much I like Beyonce. She cute and all, but I don't like women. Okay. And I meant that. I don't like women. I have had so many women, especially in ATL and in Cleveland before I left, who try to talk to me. And I have turned every single one of them down because I'm not attracted to women. Okay. Point blank. I only like men. Period. So for me, to me, I just don't see it. I don't see no real true dude letting some person entice them in that way. First of all, I don't even believe you can be enticed unless you are interested. So what's his name, the actor who said that, talking about people enticed him, I'm like, dude, don't use that word, because you can only be enticed if you are secretly wanting something. You know what I'm saying? Or if you want something. Like, for example, if I never liked chocolate, there's no way you can entice me with chocolate. Okay? There's no way. Just like you can't entice me to do drugs or to drink or to be a whore. You can't entice me with doing none of these things because I don't do it. See what I'm saying? So for me, the only way you can be enticed is if you have some secret desire for it, or if you do have a desire for it. Point blank. Let's see what you said. Dudes be dressing up like, you know what? Yeah, they do. No, shit, I know that's right. Men in this day and time need to start being men if you are a straight up heterosexual dude. Not saying that a homosexual man can't be a man, but you know what I'm talking about. We're not talking about homosexuals. We are talking about dudes who claim to be heterosexual and they know they are bisexual. And you still is a man, but what I'm saying, don't sit up here and knock something when you know you are secretly doing the most behind closed doors. Because again, that dude, my friend, who is bisexual, who claims he's cured now of that, he was doing the most. He was doing the most. Thanks for what payment? Let me see what these were doing. Oh, okay, that's the thing that I did. Okay. He was doing the most with many different men of all race, of all ages, and everything. Okay, I even thought maybe he was doing some type of prostitution as well, because I had read in one of his messages that he was telling somebody he had some boys, not little boys, grown dudes, you know what I'm saying? But they call them boys because they're like 19 and 20, 21, to show them. Okay, show some modeling agency. Yeah, I saw that message. And of course, he tried to cover it up, and I was like, I hope you're not getting young dudes, linked up, who trying to be models, linked up with other dudes. y'all charging and things like this. I asked him that. He denied it, but I saw information that led me to believe that's what they were doing as well. Okay, so again, if you're not um, secretly by, or interested in dudes, I don't see how you can actually take up a dude's proposition, you know, regardless of how much money he has, how much success he offers you, or anything. I just don't see it, y'all. And I don't blame Katt Williams, like I said, for coming out talking about certain things. Okay. Now we're going to get to Katt Williams. Okay. So Katt Williams, in this article that I see right here, let me change glasses, y'all. In this article right here, okay, we already talked about this right here where he said Harvey Weinstein offered him a actual act in front of his agencies. Okay, we already discussed that. We're not going to discuss that again. But I believe Katt regarding that because look what this dude was charged with later on, and look what he's in prison for right now. And since that type of stuff goes on a lot in Hollywood at these parties, I actually believe him. I believe him. I believe this dude approached Katt Williams because he probably felt like Katt Williams could be possibly by. And then he offered him to go down on him in front of all those people at the agency. And clearly, they must have been used to stuff like that because why didn't anyone say anything? Why didn't anyone say anything about that? That's crazy. Who does this? Usually, when people proposition you, you would think that they would do this in secrecy. But to do it in front of other people, that just lets me know that this may be the norm. This may be the norm. So let's see what else he got right here going on. Let me go down. I'm all up in the wrong area. I've been talking about Jeffrey Epstein so long. So Ed Lover, y'all, Ed Lover also backed up Katt Williams' claims that Steve Harvey hated on Bernie Mac. So a lot of people are coming out. Some are defending Katt Williams. Some are making jokes and talking about him and saying that he's lying. Okay, but look at some of the ones who are saying that. Okay, let's keep it real. Anyway, Ed Lover, according to Hot New Hip Hop, he confirmed that Katt Williams' recent comments on Steve Harvey hating on Bernie Mac during Friday's episode of his Come On Son podcast, expanding on what Williams said during his appearance on Club Shay Shay. Lover alleged that Harvey did try to take Mac's role on Ocean's 11. That's crazy. Anyway, Williams goes on to say that he was supposed to be one of the kings of comedy, and they approached him after Bernie passed, Lover said. But he didn't want to go on the Kings of Comedy tour because of Steve Harvey's treatment of Bernie Mac. He has a lot of respect for Bernie Mac. From there, he explained that he was a close friend of Mac's until his demise. He added the stuff that Katt Williams said about Steve Harvey, calling to try to get Bernie's role on Ocean 11 and that kind of stuff. Bernie told me out of his own mouth, I believe Bernie Mac when he said Steve Harvey hated on him. So that's according to Ed Lover. Okay. So he said that he does believe Katt Williams, and Katt Williams was telling the truth. And he said that Bernie told him out of his own mouth that Steve Harvey hated on him. So again, everything Katt is saying is not lies. You got people bagging him up. Now I don't know if everything he said is true, but I know a lot of stuff that he's talking about it's true, point blank. Let's see what some of these comments are saying right here. Somebody said when Bernie was alive, excuse me, y'all, that talk was around. They had a feud and it was well known about. This is nothing new. Okay, well, it's nothing new, but Katt brought it back up. Let's see. Let's let's see what else somebody else said. Somebody said, Bernie Mac was funnier and Steve Harvey has never been funny. And then somebody else in the comment section said Bernie Mac's daughter also spoke and she said she loved Katt Williams in the interview and she felt everything he said. And yeah, I got that too. You know, I got that interview and everything to let you guys know what she said and everything. But she did say that, you know, and again, it just shows you that everything Katt Williams was said is not lies, okay? Because some people are coming out supporting him and also telling what they know, which is a good thing, you know. And like I said, I don't know if everything he said is the actual truth, but a lot of it is. Okay. And so today, I don't know for sure if he got on Willie D's show. He did. Anyway, Katt Williams did do Willie D's show today. All right. And he clears the air. Okay, in this interview. So y'all need to go check that out. I have to check that out myself. I knew I heard about it yesterday because I do watch Willie D. He did say he was going to have Katt Williams on there. Okay. Let's see what he said there. Okay. Let's see if they actually did it today. So here we go. Did he do it? Let's see. I don't know if he did. Let's see. The new interview kicks off Williams. Okay, so they said the new interview kicks off with Williams telling Willie D about growing up in the city of Dayton, Ohio. He says that he made at least $1 million before the age of 18. He said that also on Club Shay Shay and reflected on his decision to leave home. And I remember on Club Shay Shay, he said he left home at, I don't know if he said 13 or 16, but I know he was pretty young. And he said he had his little puppy dog with him and I think some money. And he actually, in his bag, of course, he actually hitchhiked, I think, and he got on the back of a semi-tractor trailer, and that's how he got to, I forgot what state he went to first. I can't remember, but he was telling us about that on Club Shay Shay. Okay, so let's see what he said here. He says, despite making it out, he says he doesn't like to talk about that period. Out of fear, he will inspire others to do the same. There is zero chance that if a young person listens to me and follows my example on that they will be okay. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, because when he was talking about it on Club Shay Shay, he was telling people how he went there. He was able to get a little job. And he also said he was trying to go to the military, but he did not. He lied about his age and all this other stuff. He couldn't come up with no ID or something like that. So he couldn't go. And he was telling us about the jobs that he had. He also told us how he went out to Cali, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so now he's letting everybody know, like young kids who may be thinking about doing this, is not the best decision because it may not go the same way that it went for him, especially today in this world today, because you have a lot of predators out there that do weird stuff and they prey upon kids who run away from home. So that's what he tried to tell you. Don't do what he did because that was back then. We're talking about now because he is like 50, 51 or somewhere around that age. So you're talking about back in in the 80s and stuff like that, you know? Anyway, in response to his various candid stories, many celebrities have been criticizing Williams. Like I just said, Kevin Hart, who he accused of being an industry plant because he was trying to figure out how did Kevin Hart, who is not funny in his opinion, come out and get all these movie roles and haven't really been out here paying the dues. That's what he was basically saying. Anyway, Kevin Hart, who he accused of being an industry plant, called him honestly sad in a post on Twitter. Tiffany Haddish has also been trolling him on social media. And I don't know why, because these people grown as ever. Be on the lookout for further updates. Okay, anyway, so they're not going to tell you everything they discussed at this interview, but y'all can check that out if he's already done the interview, Willie D. And I'm going to check that out myself. But anyway, he clarified a lot of stuff in that interview. So y'all may want to check it out. Or he's going to clarify a lot of stuff in that interview. Okay? Anyway, let's see. Let's see what some of these commenters are saying. Hold on, let me see. Anyway, these comments I'm not going to read them because these people don't know what they're talking about, but because they wasn't there. But um, again, I believe a lot of stuff that Katt was saying. I don't think why. What does he have to profit besides being on the internet, going viral, and things like that? But what does he have to profit for lying on people, especially in regards to the SCX stuff? Because if anything, he would end up getting blackballed for real. Nobody would want to hire him or anything else because he's telling. So why would he risk that if he was straight up lying? So I don't think he's lying. I think he's telling the truth about a lot of stuff. I just really do believe he is. And let me see what some other people said about Katt Williams. Anyway, like we were just saying, his daughter, Bernie Mac's Bernie Mac's daughter says Katt Williams showed the late comedian real love in a viral interview blasting his peers. Okay, and this is what she looks like. In case y'all don't know, Bernie Mac's daughter, she looks just like her dad, hun. I ain't gonna lie. She looks just like him. So this is what she said, okay? And this is according to Revolt. All right. Her name is Janice. Janice, the daughter of late comedy great Bernie Mac, has finally weighed in on Katt Williams' interview, which has amazed more than 29 million views for the Club Shay Shay podcast in 4 days. I wish I knew him because I wish I knew Katt Williams. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. I would have him come up and I would do an interview like I was like a professional. And I'm not joking. Even if I had to get on camera, I wish I knew him because I want him to clear up a lot of stuff. I got a lot of questions for him. You know what I'm saying? And I believe him. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could get him. That would just break the internet for real. Just a regular small YouTuber. I wish I knew him. Woo! Out of all the people I have met out here in Cali, man, I wish I would have met him because I'm not joking. I would call him and ask him. Even though my channel is small, it'll be larger. It'll be larger once you come up here. I want you to clarify everything. You don't have to say names or whatever, but just clarify some things. I really wish I could do that. And if I had enough confidence, I would still be trying to get him. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, steering clear of the more controversial remarks that came from the nearly 3-hour episode, Shanice instead chose to focus on Williams' expression of praise for her father while calling out comedians, namely Steve Harvey, who allegedly tried to slight Mac before he passed away at the age of 50 in 2008. Damn, he was young. She said, I don't know Katt Williams. I never met him. That's one person I never did get to meet when my dad was alive. But from everything I have ever heard my dad, say, he's always seemed like a stand-up dude. And Janice said this in a video shared across social media on Saturday, January the 6th. She noted that the interview was funny and that the Friday After Next actor shed light on how cutthroat their industry can be. In the podcast, y'all already know, Katt told host Shannon Sharpe that he was asked to join the original Kings of Comedy, Harvey, Cedric the Entertainer, and D.L. Hughley, after Mac's exit. After the success of their years-long comedy tour and film, the group had a falling out, but Williams passed on the opportunity to join, citing Harvey's alleged attempts to derail the Friday's actor's pursuit of a television and movie career. And that's the thing they were talking about. And that's the one Ed Lover just confirmed. He said, you think I'm going to let you sit on Bernie? Not sit, but SHIT on Bernie and then come get me? I'm the next king. F you. Why? Because the whole time Bernie was here, you was acting like you was funnier than him. The reason you were supposed to go last is because it was your tour. Tell the truth. It was Steve's tour, but you couldn't do it because you can't beat the best. That's what Katt Williams said. Okay, well, anyway, Janice says she has the utmost appreciation and respect for the Pimp Chronicles jokester for his remarks. I felt like it was genuine. There are some people who have given my dad his flowers now that he's unalive that I'm looking at like, now, doggone well, you wasn't doing that when he was alive. And that's just not famous people, people all across the board. She also explained that Katt praised for her father. Excuse me. She also explained that Williams' praise for her father was proof that the late comedian was a man of integrity. It does my heart good that my dad was a stand up guy. The man that I knew him to be was who he actually was to people. Because that's a thing. Like, we can love people and think they one way and find out later. Okay. Anyway, Janice continued. She said, I just really appreciate what I believe is genuine love and respect that Katt Williams showed my father. She added that she is open to having a sit down with Williams. In October, she launched the Bernie's Daughter podcast and has featured his former The Bernie Mac Show co-stars and comedians like Monique and Cedric. All right. So you guys can catch that entire interview, I guess, on Revolt. You can also go to her IG page, which is Bernie's Daughter. I think that's the entire name of it. Let me see. Yeah, it's Bernie's Daughter. And this is it right here. Just to show you guys, in case you want to go and check her out and follow her and things like that and go check out her interviews and stuff. So she appreciate Katt Williams for everything that he said. She knows that he was telling the truth because she also know, you know what I'm saying, what happened. And she's right. People do be hating on her late dad. I mean, her dad. She's right about that, you know. And like I said before, I definitely believe Katt Williams. Now let's read some of these comments. Yahweh said, Katt Williams truly displayed genuine love in that interview and his admiration for Bernie Mac, who I believe was the funniest comedian that have ever lived. This is not just my opinion, it's a fact. Many other celebrities were like envious of Bernie's talent and success, but Katt stood by him and showed true support. This is a testament to the true friendship and respect between the two comedians. It's a fact that Bernie Mac was a beloved and hilarious entertainer, and Katt's unwavering support only solidifies that 100, 100, 100. Hold on for 1 second, y'all. Let me go start this right here again. Y'all know I'm always doing 50,000 things while I'm doing this live. Hold on for a second. Let me stop that. Okay. So then another commenter said, I love the authentic truth, coming from Katt Williams during his interview on Shay Shay. Katt ain't scared of nothing. Katt said ain't nobody gonna mess with him for whatever reason. I forgot what he said. But he said ain't nobody gonna mess with him. Hey, OG Jamel, thank you for coming out by showing support. I'm feeling pretty good. Shit. I'm feeling good. Oh, you saw my post what I put up there, right? Yeah. Yeah, I'll let you guys know. It's regarding my heart issue. I actually have no functionality in my heart. I found that out like way back in July of last year. And so they gave me some medication to take, hopefully to bring the functionality back up. So that's what I was talking about in my post when I said, even with a heart condition, you still got to live on. And so that's what I was talking about, OG Jamil. And I think he saw that post. He saw that video that I did on my short and stuff. So, yeah. So anytime y'all be hearing it sound like I'm out of breath, it's not really the hypertension, is that, because low functionality, it means that your blood is not pumping as it should to hit every organ like it should. I have to go to the actual definition, but it's something like that. Okay. And so they're just trying to build that back up, the functionality back up. I forgot what they call that. It's a medical term they have the name for, but I can't remember what it's called. They're trying to build that back up, and hopefully it's going back up because I'm taking interest. I forgot the name of that medication. I'm taking that along with another medication. hopefully to improve the functionality. I don't expect for it to work like a miracle though, because I'm not stupid in regards to medical stuff. So hopefully it just brought it back up, a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because if it goes up like 10% or something, like, well, 10 notches or however they say that would be good. I don't expect for it like to go all the way back up to like the normal, like, which I think is like 60% or 70% functionality. I don't expect for it to go up that much in this little 6 months, but hopefully it did go up, you know, way more than what it is at this present time. And so when I go back to the doctor in 2 weeks to go get an echocardiogram again, they're going to check the functionality and see if the numbers actually went up, and hopefully the medication is working. It seemed like it is somewhere. I don't think it's like doing like major worky, but I do feel like it's working a little bit. You know what I'm saying? To bring it up. Because I don't be feeling tired or anything. It's just like when I be walking up a whole bunch of stairs, that's the only time I'll really get out of breath. And so usually what I do is just stop for a couple seconds, take a couple deep breaths, and then resume on walking again. It's a damn shame. I should even have this because I'm too young, but things do work like that sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You what? Maybe because I've been celibate for 10 years. Oh my gosh, I thought about that. But you know what? I do exercise. I'm not gonna lie. I exercise, I work out. So, just because I've been celibate, I still been working out and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And I've been thinking in my mind, you know what I'm saying? That may count for something. Thinking in your mind, fantasizing in your mind that it was Blair Underwood, things like that. That may help out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm so crazy. But thank you, OG Jamel. See, he's sweet, y'all. He's so sweet. He saw that post and knew exactly what I wrote up there. But I'm just glad I'm not in a position of some people, because I was reading about some people who have low functionality and they must be so tired. Some people say they can't even sleep. Everything on me is normal though. That's what makes it so scary. This is why I appreciate you guys all the time to take care of yourself and go to the doctor and get tests, because just think, if I didn't know my body, I would have never known that this was happening. And next thing that would have happened is that one day I probably would have a heart attack. And I'm not even that old. You see what I'm saying? So you definitely got to go to the doctor and stay on top of things that's going on with you, so you can know what's up. And just do what you need to do to make sure you stay healthy, to make sure you live as long as you can, and don't be scared to go to the doctor, because my ass don't be scared. You know what I'm saying? I do not be scared. I go to the doctor and make sure everything is right. Like I said, I remember when I was telling the doctor that when I was doing my TikTok videos, I used to could just do them, for hours and hours and hours without even sweating really. Then all of a sudden one day, I didn't get tired. I'd never be tired, but I started sweating, and I wasn't even dancing that long. And he was like, "Oh, it's normal because you're getting older." I was like, "No, that's not normal, because I work out and all this other stuff is just not normal." And I noticed that when I was going up 3 flights of stairs, that I would get tired. So I was telling him that I would get tired, out of breath. He's like, "Oh no, it's because you're getting older." And I was like, "No, this is not normal. I work out. I don't never be tired like that." You know what I'm saying? And one day he actually started listening to what I said, and he went on, and I told him that I wanted to do an echocardiogram. I don't give a damn. You make up whatever excuse you have to make to say I need one, because it is what it is. And that's exactly what he did. And I got that approval, and got the echocardiogram done again, and it showed that my functionality was low. And at that time, it was like 30%. That's real low, you know? So, I read about it and looked at everything. I knew all the medications they could give me, because I don't be into no surgeries all, like that. I'd be like, let's try some medication first, and let me see if I can go to sleep and eat right, eat better, and things like that to hopefully improve my functionality. And then he had already had me on magnesium. So my daughter was actually researching that and saw that magnesium also helps your heart. So now I take my magnesium every single day. I just took one not too long ago, along with vitamin D3 also can help in that area, along with, eating more healthier and exercise, not no strenuous, like you don't be doing no aerobic exercise, but, just the exercises that I do anyway, and I still dance. I just don't be dancing as long. That's why I do those like 30-second TikTok videos, even though I be rehearsing longer than 30 seconds. But in between those, I usually rest for a minute and drink some water. About what I'm about to do now, drink some water, and it just works out better. And that's why I do a bunch of videos in one day, so I can just put them up. So I don't have to worry about doing it again and stuff. But like I said, when I go back to the doctor in 2 weeks, hopefully that functionality went up to about 45%. Even if it go up 40%, that would be good because at least it's showing that the medication is working. Now, if it's still the same, that means the medication is not doing anything. And then I don't know if they change the medication or if they go ahead and do other things, And then, like if you have low functionality, they can put a what's the name implant what's the name? I forgot what you call that machine. A little machine that can start your heart back to beating if it stopped. They can implant it underneath your skin. I'm trying not to do all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully the medication is working and stuff, and it continues to work. I don't know how long that medication will work because eventually, as you start getting older, I'm thinking that the medication probably don't be as effective. But if I get my heart functionality back up, maybe it'll stay up. You know what I'm saying? As long as I don't know if you have to stay on that medication forever though. You may have to stay on it forever in order to keep it up. I don't know for sure. I have to look all that up and ask my cardiologist and see what he says. So that's what I be dealing with. That's why I always be preaching to you guys about taking care of yourself and going to the doctor and living your life like it's your last day because you never know. And like I just told you, I just went to the doctor and saw that it just came up all of a sudden because before, I was feeling perfectly fine. You know what I'm saying? And so that it is what it is, it is what it is. But, I'm pretty much a positive person. That's why I choose not to tell people stuff. I just decided to tell people, so hopefully when I go back to the doctor, to the cardiologist, the functionality rate is back up. And then I can tell people, the success of that and what they can do in case theirs is lower, what may help them. You know what I'm saying? I just know for sure though, getting good sleep. I still need to work on that though. Eating better, healthier foods, eliminating stress as much as you can, taking that med that they give you and doing just following directions. You know what I'm saying? Still do exercises if your doctor say you can. You know what I'm saying? Because that really strengthens your heart. If you do even just walking alone. But if you feel like you're out of breath and you stop and you don't overdo it, you know what I'm saying? Take you some water because you definitely got to stay hydrated. A lot of times when you're dehydrated, it causes your heart to not work as efficient as it can. You know what I'm saying? And it also causes you to have rapid heartbeat and stuff. So it's a lot of reason why you definitely need to drink a lot of water. For people who don't like to drink water, and try to stay away from alcohol and drugs. If you do drink, do it in moderation, and stay away from reefer, marijuana because it also does stuff. It makes your heartbeat go faster and things like that. It does have effect on your heart, regardless of what people tell you. So it's stay away from that damn cigarette smoking too. Because if you got low functionality or anything going on, hypertension or anything, it can really mess you up. You know what I'm saying? When you have hypertension, you have to be extra careful because there's so many different drinks and stuff, foods and stressful lives and things like that can um, cause a lot of stuff to happen to your heart that's negative. You know what I'm saying? It can play a huge impact on many different things happening to your cardiovascular system when you already have hypertension. So you definitely got to take care of yourself. I don't know if my low functionality came from that though. I think that was just something that was going to happen anyway. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know for sure. The doctor does not even know. They just trying to figure out why come it's like that because I'm pretty much healthy, and then I'm not even old enough to even be dealing with these type of things. But actually, even when I started going to a cardiologist, I have always been the youngest person going there. So I just think, honestly, I just think it's genetics, and I think that since I've been dealing with not with no low functionality, but other things, dealing with my cardiovascular system for the longest, I just think it's genetics. I really do. I just think certain things you're meant to deal with, and certain things you're just not. Point blank. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that you can't deter it from happening, but some things, I just think some people just meant to have it. And if we get things, we just need to try to fight and try to overcome it to the best of our abilities. Period. But when I first had told my kids about it, I had told my daughter in Texas not to tell nobody. She done told the whole damn all the kids. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like at a whole graduation in June. I think that was in June when I found out actually. And they up here, I was wondering why they was acting like I'm dying and stuff. And I was like, damn, that's why I don't tell people stuff, because people be negative. They start thinking the worst. They don't be knowing anything about medical stuff. They don't look up stuff. And when they do, they go to Google and they still don't be understanding everything. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I basically keep stuff to myself. I just decided to tell you guys, like I said. So if I do, I think I am gonna succeed in this. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys what I did to get my functionality back up, point blank. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But thank you so much, Jamel. Thank you so much, hon. You are so sweet. So getting back to this topic, um, about Katt Williams. Um, Again, I don't know if every single thing that he said is true, but I do believe a lot of stuff that he said, certainly about Bernie Mac, certainly about that situation. I definitely believe that. And I'm glad that Bernie's Mac's daughter, who looks just like him, came out and told Katt that she appreciate him, appreciate the love that he has for her dad. You know what I'm saying? That's really, really special. Now let's see what else we got on him. What else I got here? Okay. So then we got Mike Epps firing back at Backlash after accusing Katt Williams of, hold on, wearing fake Fendi jacket. So anyway, Mike Epps, I'm disappointed. It said, oops, after Mike Epps first reacted to Katt Williams' viral interview with Shannon Sharpe and accused Williams of wearing a fake Fendi jacket, Epps is firing back at the Backlash, claiming, it's marketing, dummies. I put all these MFers on. All right. Anyway, as we shared earlier on our Instagram, Mike Epps performed stand up the other night. And during his set, he said he caught wind of Katt Williams' explosive interview with Shannon Sharpe. In the short clips, Epps said, it's effed up, man. He just should have worn something different. That little hat that Wigger had on and that fake Fendi jacket, that's my wigger though. That's my wigger though. That's my wigger. Okay. Anyway, the clip of Epps quickly went viral on social media and stirred up a bunch more controversy, with some social users calling Epps clapback weak and others claiming that even if the jacket was fake, everything else that Williams said in the interview was spot on. And a lot of people don't believe that jacket was fake either. Okay, let's just point that out. Anyway, Epps even ended up posting a quick video to his Instagram story in which he admitted that he just said anything about Williams because he was just jealous of all the attention Katt Williams was receiving from his interview and wanted to steal some attention himself. So this is exactly what he said. Let me change my voice and talk like a dude. Okay, now y'all get ready to laugh. All right, I did get a little jealous, man. Katt broke the internet and didn't say my name, good or bad. I needed the press to. I needed the press too. Wigger, shit. Say something about me in there, man. Say something bad about me. I don't care. I got a special coming out. I need the press. Man, we did a movie together. Damn. I know I didn't say that convincing like he was saying, but I tried, okay? I tried. Okay? So I guess he was just joking around, just acting silly or whatever the case is. And they are friends or whatever the case is. But I don't know what Katt Williams said back to that. I don't know. I thought he said that his jacket was not fake. I don't know. I'm not sure. Anyway, Epps got a lot of backlash coming in from that, okay? And he eventually fired back at everyone coming for his stand-up bit and took to his Instagram feed to share a photo of himself standing next to Williams. In his caption, he continued to speak on how his comments were just for marketing and claimed that when no one wanted to put Williams in a movie, he did. The two were seen in the house next door, during whose filming spawned the photo that Epps uploaded. I told you they was friends. Epps said, I put all these MFers on and still putting comments on today. Yeah, ain't none of y'all brave enough or care enough to work with him or come around him. Stop making this shit so bad. We comedians. I put him in a movie when no one else wanted to work with him. Some of that shit he said was true, and some of it was not at the end of the day. No, he said some of that shit he said was true, and some of it was not. And at the end of the day, we are all black men in a business that is not ours. I cracked on his jacket because that's what comics do. All this shit is marketing, dummies. That's what Epps said. All right. Okay. Whatever you say, Mike Epps. Anyway, one commenter said Mike Epps is the only one that didn't take it personal. He was just making a joke. Mike Epps and Katt Williams always joke on each other and not take it seriously. Yeah, of course, when he put it out there, the media, who some of these people are probably mad that Katt was exposing people. That's why they went on and made it seem like Mike was being, tripped out when he said that. He was actually just joking around. He said that's what they do. They talk about each other. And I don't even know if Katt said anything back. I'm not sure. Okay, another commenter said Katt is his own person. He wasn't bought or paid for by anybody. He is his own producer, writer, and author of himself. The best since Richard Pryor, my main comedian. The truth hurts, and I quote from Katt: "Haters' jobs are to hate." All right. Katt is pretty funny, y'all, from the times that I have watched him and stuff. And then when he was in those little movies and stuff, I was cracking up. You know what I'm saying? So he is funny. That's on everything. And some of these other people are not funny. And that's just for real, for real. Let's see. Okay, Angela said Katt is looking for attention. Please. I never liked him. He talked too much. So what if you help people? Shut your mouth and go on living. People help people every day. Shaking my effing head. Then somebody else said, why are you talking so much then? Shit, keep your mouth closed. Okay, another commenter said 2024, we are going to be better towards each other. Okay. And Jackie said it better than anybody. Oh, grow the F up. Would somebody please grow the F up? Grown men bickering back and forth like children. I know that's right. And one more last commenter said, Katt speaks the truth. His interview on the Shannon Sharp podcast was awesome. It's dang near 3 hours long, and I watched it twice. Okay, it is funny. He is funny. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think he said he don't cuss or stuff through his comedy thing. I don't know for sure. I'm not sure, but that's what I think I heard him say. So if he doesn't, that makes it even more better. Then another person, one more comment. This person said, come on, like Mike Epps, I like you. Don't start no stuff because the man is telling the truth and exposing pain that was wrong that they doing and was doing to people. And you know, a lot of what he was saying was true. Even the people know, even the evidence is there. Ain't say nothing bad about you. Shut your mouth. Don't make people turn against you because the truth don't need no support. And you know what? Mike Epps did say some of the stuff is true. He did say that. He said, but at the end of the day, they are black men and this is the business they are in. Epps is trying to keep it moving. Then somebody else said Epps is not even funny. He is funny. He's a little funny. Because I was watching him on something one time. He had me cracking up on one of those movies. Okay, somebody else said, what is Katt Williams' real problem? That his career is no more because he looks crazy. And then Jackie came back and said, why does everybody have to be crazy when somebody's exposed to crazy stuff that has took place? The first thing people say was that they crazy. They look crazy. The truth don't need no support. Yeah, I don't think he's crazy. I just think he's just talking. Like I said, some of the stuff may be true, some may not be. I don't know. But a lot of it probably is. And I don't think he's crazy. Maybe a little high at times, but whatever the case is, but not crazy. Okay. So let's see. I think I covered all of the Katt Williams update, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check and make sure. He did explode on deviance and godliness in Hollywood, but we already know everything that he said regarding that. Let me make sure that I already say things about that before we get ready to get off him. Okay. Yeah, they just going back over what he was saying on Club Shay Shay. So we're not going to go back over that. So we did talk about, I believe I talked about everything I needed to talk about. Oh, the one final story. Katt Williams allegedly pulled a GUN on Frazion Love. And let's see. So this was a repost from the Vlad TV segment from 2019, where Frazion Love recalls how Katt Williams once pulled a you know what on him. Williams and Love were beefing over money Williams reportedly owed Love. However, Love revealed that things went to a dark place when he tried to collect. Furthermore, Love recalled Williams urging Suge Knight to take Love out. What? And then clearly things did not go further than that, but it's still an incident that has stuck with Love. Damn, really? So again, let me repeat that. So Frazion Love said that Katt Williams once pulled a GUN on him. Williams and Love were beefing over money Katt Williams owed Love, allegedly. However, Love revealed that things went to a dark place when he tried to get his money back from Katt Williams. And Love then recalled Williams urging Suge Knight to take Love out. Obviously, things did not go further than that, but it is still an incident that has stuck with Love. And he said that on a segment from Vlad TV that aired in 2019. So anyway, that's tripped out now. And you can find, like I said, that interview on Vlad TV. All right, because it's up there. Okay, so let's see what this person is saying. This is Yahweh again. He said, it is a fact that many individuals, including Tupac and Pimp C, have exposed the Hollywood industry long before Katt's recent actions. He's right. Yet people are still angry at Katt for bringing attention to this issue. The truth is the Hollywood industry has been corrupt for a long time, and many have spoken out about it. It is unfortunate that people are unable to see the reality of the situation. You can go online and you can look up videos from years ago where people are exposing Disney, Hollywood actors, producers, directors, all types of things. So some of this stuff that Katt was saying, people should already know that. You're right. Okay, so Sweetness said, let's be honest. Mr. Love did not say anything about this until he got exposed by Katt Williams. Mr. Love, you have been hating on Country Wayne about how much money he's making or not making. Don't feel bad now because it's a lot of your kind in Hollywood get exposed, then cry wolf after that fact. Katt said nothing new in my opinion because most of y'all been exposed decades ago. And that is the truth. Okay. But he did expose us back in, Mr. Love did say this back in 2019. Okay. Let's see. So somebody else says, seems to me this guy is either high or has to think carefully of what he's trying to get out. Katt Williams said what he said without hesitation. Now they're talking about Frazion Love in that interview. He looks like he was high or he was thinking about what he was trying to say, like carefully, so he wouldn't say the wrong thing. And they were saying that Katt Williams was saying his stuff without hesitation. Period. He sure was. He was just saying stuff, you know. And then they said, remember, Monique had the same problems in LA and no one would take up for her, not even Steve Harvey. That shit was sad. And I've seen a clip from a movie when Kevin let Shaq bent him over, banging him from the back, saying, you're going to be like this in jail. I'm like, what the F is happening to our black men? Wow. It's so weird how Kevin goes on the Breakfast Club and talk about it instead of calling up Katt and asking him. He even told LB, and he is a basketball player, what he got to do with that? LOL. So I'm saying none of the comedians reached out to talk to Katt, asking why he said that stuff. All they did was went to social media like females and cried about it. LOL. So yes, I don't give a F about Katt past. That's all they can say about him. But could they say he sold his soul to get up at the top? Nope, because no one came in Katt's face to say everything he said was a lie, and that's 100. And somebody said he did. Okay, he did call them and talk to them before he so-called exposed them. Okay, that's what Chantel said. Okay, well, anyway, again, I don't care about Katt's past either. A lot of people have a past. Who cares? We're talking about what he's talking about now, and I still believe, a lot of these things, these accusations that he did say point blank. Regardless of how many times he cheated on his ex-wife or his new wife, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about these allegations that he have accused people of. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's just coming out the blue saying this. You know what I'm saying? It's just plainly crazy. I don't believe that. Anyway, let me just tell y'all this breaking news real quick. They found 2 Bigfoot turds. They were found by a woman who thinks she may have found evidence of Bigfoot. All right. So anyway, she says she found 2 turds, which were wider than Coke cans. Christy Morton shared her photos of it on the Pacific Northwest Bigfoot Photos, Videos, and Sightings Facebook group. Also, a man who experienced recent smell and sounds uploaded these pictures, supposedly of Bigfoot, to the same Facebook page. And they said a couple of days ago, I was out exploring around a lava bed area just outside of Willard. I don't know what this is. In a very cool area with lots of caves, some old growth, and pretty isolated. And that's where she found those things at. She said, anyway, I came across a pretty massive pool in the pics. It looked almost like stone, but it was soft. No fur or bones or berries obviously in it. There were about 5 piles close together, but the main one was bigger, wider than a Coke can. There were lots of elk droppings, but they look much different. What do you think, a bear or what? Anyway, this is the photos, which kind of look gross, but I'm going to show you guys what they look like. I don't know if this is fake or whatever the case is. These people always coming up with this shit on social media, and it ends up to be fake. But I am going to show you guys real quick. Those are supposedly be Bigfoot's BM, okay? I don't know how true this is, though, Anyway, a lot of people do believe it's evidence of Sasquatch being alive. But like I said, I don't know, because people have so much trickery and stuff. It does look like that, though. I mean, here's a closer up picture, but I don't know. People can put stuff together with mud, with all types of stuff. You know what I'm saying? You just don't know. They need to take it to a lab and test it to be able to figure out if it's actual feces, coming from a Bigfoot, or if it's feces from other animals that she collected and put together to make it look like that. So I don't know. Somebody said it looks like a bear dropping. And then somebody said it could be cow, elk, leaf pellets, bull, leaf clumps, all moshed together. So it looks to be bull, elk scat, they said. So a lot of people think it's an elk. So I don't know. Like I said, they need to take it to the lab and test it out to see. And that's the real reason. I mean, that's the only way we would know if that's actually what she claimed it is. You know what I'm saying? So much trickery on social media. It's ridiculous. One commenter said, this is one of the most stupidest things I have seen in a while. Sadly, this is the new norm. Have you not ever been in a cattle pasture? Right, that's what I'm saying. That could be anything, That's crazy. So we'll see, y'all. Like I said, I don't know if I believe that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because anybody can clump stuff together. Also, it could be from another animal, like they said, an elk. It could be a bear droppings. Who just knows? All clumped together. She could have clumped the shit together and pretend like it's possibly coming from Sasquatch. So here we go. We got what's his name? Charlemagne, the God. He hits back at Katt Williams too. This is the last story on Katt Williams. And we're gonna go ahead and go to Jeffrey because I got to get out of here in another 20 minutes. So anyway, let's see. We're going to go down here. We're not going to read Katt's. I just want to hear what Charlemagne, the God, said. So he said, I saw Katt say something too about Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart's come up wasn't organic. I totally disagree with that. The breakfast, that's what he said. Charlemagne the God. He said, I totally disagree with that. And the reason I totally disagree with it is because we watched Kev not succeed in Hollywood. We watched his NBC sitcom. I think it was NBC. We watched his sitcom not succeed in Hollywood. We watched Soul Plane not do well. And then, let's see. He also went on to note that the comedy box office juggernaut's presence on the stand up scene was something that could not be denied, despite Williams' attempt to do so. Piggybacking on those comments, Charlemagne recalls Hart hitting his stride in the comedy circuit and building a loyal following who stuck with him as he generated more entertainment opportunities. Anyway, the Heartbeat Productions founder has not directly addressed Williams' remarks about him, but he did, however, roast his peer live on ESPN NBA Unplugged with Kevin Hart. Other comments called out on the podcast have also issued reactions. All right, so there we go. So one person said that Kevin Hart, and some other people said the same thing. He did, work hard to be in the position that he is in, and that um, Katt Williams is not being truthful with that. But you got to realize something. This is the way Katt Williams see that. It doesn't mean that right there is true. That's why I say some things that I do believe that he was saying, and some things I don't believe. Because people do state things the way they see it. Maybe he see it that way, but it doesn't mean that that's necessarily true. How what Kevin Hart is doing and how he got all these movies and things like that. This is the way he sees it. And then somebody else said, that's BS. Do you know how many people were in Soul Plane? Many of those people have gone on to do great things. Kevin was supposed to just stop working because of one movie. That dude put work in. He was in several movies before Soul Plane. He had small parts in a lot of movies. He was in Dame Dash, very first movie back in the day. Katt just sound jealous and envious that he's not more accomplished. All right. And then somebody else said, jealous, stop it. Now, I just think he was just talking. That's just the way he saw it. You know what I'm saying? And that's the way he said it. And, he probably just don't like it. I don't know. You know how people do. Everybody does it. And then somebody else said, just be careful trusting Charlemagne. Remember, he also would do a mother effer quick, then do something strange. The girl was supposed to be a friend, and she was underage. No one needs a friend like him. So they telling people to watch out for him as well. Okay. But anyway, somebody else said, I can't see for the life of me how Kevin Hart got famous. Outside of Soul Plane and The Real Husbands of Hollywood, he isn't funny to me in the least, and his movies are crap. Okay, so again, I think I think Katt Williams basically was just telling that the way he sees it and from what he saw. It doesn't mean that it's necessarily true, point blank. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't mean that he isn't telling the truth. And that's just on everything. All right. So we're going to move on from Katt Williams because, again, it's almost an hour and 23 minutes here. And I only got a couple more minutes. So we're going to go ahead and talk about Jeffrey Epstein real quick. And if I do get any more updated information on Katt Williams, of course, I'll let you guys know. Okay. So anyway, let me take this stuff out real quick. So they were talking about Jeffrey Epstein, right? Having, they was talking about his phone log. Let me go down here real quick and see where I got that at real quick. Oh, let me see. I was just looking at it and came right off it. So, wait a minute, hold on. And in that phone log, hold on, I got to go to it, y'all. Hold on. They called it creepy, first of all. Okay. They said it was a creepy phone log. Okay. That's the first thing. I'm not going to read all this other stuff. I'm just going to go straight to the phone log. Okay. Let's see. So, anyway, they said that there was a list of other apparent callers to Epstein Mansion, including Jean-Luc, who is the French model scout. And they also wrote down a porn website called TanyaWorld.com, which in 2005 was advertising hot new she-males twice monthly from all around the world. And so in another memo, someone wrote intel from Sergeant Dan S. and added, could talk with Epstein, knows him well. Information passed on to Captain. The message appears to refer to a former Palm Beach deputy police chief and reveals no other context. Let's see what else they got. Then the phone message pads, which they pulled from his trash by Palm Beach police, who was investigating him for, you know what, girls, they were among the records. The past indicates that Les Wexner had called Epstein several times, and someone from his office left a message on at least one occasion. Also, Jim Lucas, the head of the text department, has answer on aircraft. Okay, let's see what else they got here. In another message from 2005, it said she had on the phone Mr. Harvey Weinstein, and she had on the phone Mr. Ciprinia, who is likely Weinstein's friend, restaurant magnate Jeff C. Ciprinia, whose properties the film mogul used to prey on women. And that dude, Ciprini, however you pronounce his name, Cipriani, he also appears in Epstein's infamous Rolodex. This is crazy. Let's see what else they got. Then they said Maxwell left a message. The year was not listed, sharing that she had not heard from Tom Ford, apparently referring to the fashion designer who was listed in Epstein's Little Black Book, along with his husband, Richard Buckley. Many of the messages appears to be from the girls that Epstein, Maxwell, and their assistants scheduled for externalized massages at his Florida residence. Damn. And one of them said, wants to know if she should bring her friend with her tonight. One note from 2003 states, another phone message from 2005 says she is wondering if 2:30 is okay. She needs to stay in school. So then that's crazy. So they had all types of evidence on this dude. That year, a message from Adriana noted that someone had canceled and added, she would like to speak to you, I believe, about college. So should I schedule anyone else? This is crazy, y'all. Hey, DMA Bo, thanks a lot for tuning in, hon. This is crazy, man. This man they had all types of evidence on this freakazoid. Damn. Now, you know, those messages alone incriminated him. This is crazy. I mean, they was basically having to agree. These people are fucking morons. If you know you are doing something like this, why wouldn't you just throw everything away? Why would you keep everything so people can see that or find it? Why wouldn't you just burn that shit up? That is crazy. Hey, Keith Russ, thank you so much for coming in, hon. Oh, thanks, hon. I'll be off in a minute, but yeah, because I got to go to work myself. But anyway, thank you so much. But for real, why would you keep all this stuff, this incriminating evidence on your phone, on notepads and stuff? If you know you are doing an illegal ring with underage girls, when you think that you would get rid of all evidence of everything so nobody could find anything, those phone records by themselves shows everyone that this dude was doing stuff that he should not be doing. And it seems like some other people were doing it too. I mean, for real, for real. Thank you so much, hon. Okay, let's go over here and look at some of these comments. Let's see. They want to know how many times Trump called. This is crazy, man. They said, somebody else said, with all these powerful friends, he should have been able to keep everything quiet and out of the court by leveraging their influence. Hillary is an expert at that and could have helped. What did she care what Wild Bill was doing? as long as it never goes public. Yes, she does nothing to make sure witnesses were kept quiet, so she allowed it out of spite, probably because it could affect the foundation. That's what I'm saying. It seemed like you would have had enough common sense to burn, forget throwing stuff away, burn that shit up so nobody can go back and see anything. And then if you know you're dealing with these underage girls, it seemed like some of them was willing to do it, but even though they were underage, they can't make those decisions. Hell, he should have took care of them so well that they wouldn't have never told anything. He really should have. That's stupid, man. These people are clowns. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. He has a lot of connections with people in high positions. I mean, the David Copperfield stuff is ridiculous. They say he even received three 12-year-old girls from France for you know what abuse. This is crazy, man. Let me tell y'all some more stuff. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell y'all no more than 2 or 3 emojis in no all caps. No problem, Keith. I got to take that off of there whenever I remember to do it because I'll be busy so much I always forget it. But I'm gonna do it tonight when I come back home since I won't be doing a live tonight. Maybe I'll remember to do it. This is crazy as hell, man. I'm just reading this and I'm like, what? Okay, let's see here. Okay, so that was that creepy little phone log, some of the information they chose to show. They didn't tell us everything, but they told enough. And then you got David Copperfield. He reappears in Jeffrey Epstein's court documents with a lawyer suggesting he traded tickets for girls. Okay, so he is right here. Now, when I look at his picture, I don't want to say anything. But when I look at him, I'm doing a side eye. You know what I'm saying? Suspect, too. Let me stop. Yeah, I'm doing a side eye to him. Good, come on, David. Come on now. Come on now. Anyway, okay, look, anyway, they got some documents that suggest more potential links between magician David Copperfield and Jeffrey Epstein. This is crazy. In a deposition, a lawyer suggested the pair recruited girls for one another. The lawyer also suggested Copperfield gave Epstein tickets to his shows, which Epstein would give to young women. But that doesn't mean, listen, so wait a minute. But still, you're going to have to prove that he gave tickets to his shows because he wanted SEX in exchange for it. But just because he gave tickets to the show and Epstein gave it to the young women, it doesn't mean that Copperfield was giving him the tickets because he wanted SEX in return. He could have just been giving him the tickets. And then Epstein gave the tickets to the young women to give that to them like an incentive because of what they were doing. So we don't know for sure if Copperfield was actually involved in the actual part of this. Okay. Anyway, according to the documents, this is what this one lawyer is basically saying. They're saying that it suggests more ties between this magician and the pedo financier. They said that Copperfield name appears in 2010 deposition of Sarah Kellen as part of a case against Jeffrey Epstein brought by an unnamed plaintiff. Kellen, who worked for Epstein in Maxwell, has been accused of recruiting girls and facilitating Epstein's sexual abuse. She was named as an unindicted co-conspirator in Epstein's 2008 non-prosecution agreement. In the in the deposition, the plaintiff's lawyer asked if Keller knew Copperfield about the relationship between Epstein and Copperfield, and if she recalled a dinner at Epstein's Palm Beach mansion attended by Copperfield. Kellen's lawyer objected to the questions, and Kellen invoked the Fifth Amendment in answering each. However, the plaintiff's lawyer continued to press, asking if Copperfield and Epstein recruited girls for one another or were involved in sex trafficking. He said, "Do you know that when David Copperfield is in town, he gives Jeffrey Epstein tickets, and Jeffrey gives some to young women to attend those shows?" The lawyer asks, "And do you know that those girls are invited backstage after the show?" Come on, Copperfield. While Kellen continued to invoke the Fifth Amendment, the line of questioning could point to more potential connections between Copperfield and Epstein. Anyway, before they released these other documents, Copperfield had not been linked to Jeffrey Epstein. His name also appeared in the 2016 deposition of Epstein victim Johanna Joberg, which was released on January the 3rd. In her deposition, Joberg recalled meeting the magician who seemed to be a friend of Epstein at the pedo's house. Copperfield asked her if she was aware that girls were getting paid to find other girls. Okay. Anyway, representatives for Copperfield did not, this damn thing came right off of there. It did not reply back to questions. Okay, point blank. They did not reply back, y'all. That went off the page, but I remember what it said. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, representatives for him did not respond either. Okay, this is crazy. So yeah, Copperfield is one of the world's highest paid and most famous magicians. He earned $46 million in 2020, according to Forbes. In addition to a long-standing residency at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, he earns money renting out 11 private islands he owns in the Bahamas. All right, Copperfield, but I hope he wasn't doing anything crazy with these girls. I hope he was just giving tickets out and didn't realize. Well, he did because it said allegedly. He might have realized because he said that, to the other lady, according to what she states. I don't know if that's true or anything, but I just hope he wasn't. That is crazy. So I don't know. Like I said before, you just never know. You just never know. I know one thing, that's a damn trip. You know what I'm saying? That's a trip, y'all. Somebody said David Copperfield was George Bush's favorite magician, senior favorite magician. He referred to him as David Copperfield. All right. And somebody else said if he was a real magician, he would have made his name disappear from the files. LOL. It's all just smoke and mirrors, folks. We already know that. Let's see. Somebody said the most impressive feat of Copperfield's career will be making his audience disappear, but it won't be an illusion. And then somebody else says Epstein really unalive. What do you think? All right, y'all. That's crazy, man. I don't know. So let's see if they're going to be investigating him next, okay? Because that's crazy. All right, that is really crazy. Jim Carrey, 62 years old. They say he barely recognizable at his star-studded 62 birthday. He still look the same, just looks smaller and older. I don't know why they be reaching on this damn news break. People are going to age. Some people don't look the same. Some people still look the same. But he still looks the same, just looks smaller and older. That's it. He's 62 years old. What do you expect? You know what I'm saying? 62. These people be reaching. And if he going, some people say he's depressed. So if he's going through any depression, that may be another thing that's playing a role into how he's looking. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so Little Nas X says he will also expose the industry and needs to watch his back. So I guess he knows a lot of stuff too with him being bisexual. So we're gonna see what's gonna be going on with this. So let's see. He spoke on TikTok. He said he will expose the industry before releasing his 2 new singles. Okay, we're gonna be waiting for that. He said, me knowing I'm about to expose the industry next Friday and realizing I need to watch my back for the next 7 days. That's what he wrote in his caption. So we're gonna be looking forward to him exposing the industry. When he wrote this, I guess on the 8th. So I'm guessing he said next Friday. So either this Friday or next Friday, he's gonna be exposing the industry. So y'all be checking it out and see what he exposed. Somebody said, bro, the industry exposed itself already. You ain't about to expose nothing. Most people don't suspect or already know. Somebody said exactly. He needs to accept the fact that his cheeks got tucked by his own lust for fame. He was already bisexual. His cheeks didn't get exposed. They got exposed because he wanted them to be exposed. what these people talking about. He was already bisexual when he came out. He just pretended to be um he just pretend to be, you know, a heterosexual at the time. Let me let this number go through this. Okay. So again, check out Katt Williams on Really D Show, y'all. They talking about it right now. Just check it. I'm gonna check it out today. Okay, let me go ahead and see what else Jeffrey Epstein got. Then we're gonna get ready to get out of here. Okay, let's see. Oh, comedian, not to go back and forth, but I forgot to read this one. Comedian Lavelle Crawford says comics response to Katt Williams seems like an admission of guilt. Okay, so that's what he said. So this is one of Katt Williams' friends, I'm assuming. So he's just saying basically, I think Katt, he's just gonna talk. He's one of them cats, man. He ain't afraid of nobody. He says what's on his mind, and he probably has some confrontations. Okay. He said you got to remember, the more the money go up in your life, the more the spike comes out of other people. And if y'all are on the same scene, see, the one thing about black entertainers, we think it's only one bag. We don't even understand. We think it's just one bag, and that's how all these beefs comes up. Okay. He also addressed the joke stealing, an issue Katt Williams blasted Cedric the Entertainer over. He said when Katt talked about his experiences, and some of it might be far fetched, and it may be that some of it's comedy, you know, he's a comedian, and you be thinking everything he says is beef, and some of the stuff he probably got beef with. He knows these people. In the end, Crawford said that those who have spoken out to debunk the Emmy winners' version of the truth about how Hollywood deals are made in the shady business of success we're only adding fuel to the fire. He said comedians that he named, when you chime in on that stuff, it just makes it more valid. You know, if it ain't true, you know it's all the money you got and all the blessings you got. Why are you on Instagram going, oh, that ain't true, this ain't true? You making yourself look guilty. That's what Lavelle Crawford said. Okay, and you can check that out on his Instagram. All right, and it's Lavelle. Let me see what it is. It's Lavelle the comic. This is this Instagram. If y'all want to check that interview out, what he was saying. So he's basically saying people who are speaking up and shit shouldn't be saying shit if they know it's not true, you know, and they know that this dude is a comic too. Everything he said may not be true, and if you know it's not true, why even, you know, defend it? Just ignore that shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, or just say it's not true and leave it alone. You know, you don't really have to say too much. So anyway, we already know that those documents by Jeffrey Epstein, those Jeffrey Epstein documents are still mentioning Chris Tucker name, Kevin Spacey, Sarah Ferguson, and Prince Andrew. And I told you before, the police declined to investigate Prince Andrew. Okay, point blank. All right, so let me go ahead and see what else we have for him. So don't forget, Little Nas X said he's going to expose people in the industry either this Friday or either next Friday once he releases his records, albums, or whatever the hell he just said. All right. So let's see what else we got here. So we do know that Epstein Butler reveals Trump dined at Epstein's Florida mansion. Okay. And let's see what they're saying in that real quick. So they said former President Trump visited Jeffrey Epstein's home for dinner, and one of the pedo's victims demanded key persons Bill Clinton be deposed by prosecutors. And that's what those documents unsealed on Friday told. Okay. The butler told attorneys that he had dinner with Trump at Epstein's Palm Beach mansion and met Clinton on Jerry Epstein's plane. He said, now Mr. Trump had a home in Palm Beach, correct? The lawyer asked, who confirmed the former commander-in-chief did, according to the deposition. This butler also said Trump would never stay overnight and never got a message from one of Epstein's girls, many of whom were underage, but would sometimes stop in for a meal. He would come have dinner. He never sat at the table. He ate with me in the kitchen, the butler said. And this is the butler right here looking at a hot ass mess. But this is the butler right here, y'all. Let me stop. So he just said that Trump would not eat with he ate with him, and he never called none of the underage girls or anything. That's what the butler just said, y'all. Okay, he never stayed overnight. So there we go. And then the attorney asked him, did he ever message? Did he ever get a massage while he was there? And the butler said no, because he got his own spa. Okay, so what he be doing in his spa? Did he bring any girls down? I'm just joking. So anyway, y'all, Trump has not been accused of any crimes or wrongdoing concerning Epstein. Okay, point blank. I don't know what they're going to reveal later. Okay, but as of right now, no. And as far as Clinton, um, they said the judge said he was not relevant to the case, so he won't be investigated either. They said that Clinton, who has admitted to flying on Epstein's jet to Africa, Europe, and Asia, but insists he did not know about the perverse, twisted X crimes. He was described as a key person in the case who had a close relationship with Epstein and Maxwell, according to the documents, and that's it. He is not accused of any wrongdoings. But anyway, Jeffrey attorneys argued the 77-year-old former president was a crucial witness whose testimony could be important to their case. Okay. But former Southern District of New York Judge Robert Sweet denied Jeffrey's petition in 2016, calling Clinton's testimony irrelevant. All right. So they probably won't be questioning him either, y'all. Okay. And let's see. So they also had a transcript of Maxwell's deposition in which she was asked about her Epstein connection with Clinton. And when Jeffrey's lawyers asked if she ever flew the former president on her helicopter, she dismissed the claim as another one of Virginia lies. Okay. She said, I have never flown President Clinton at any time, ever, in any helicopter, in any place, anytime, any state, any country, at any time, anywhere, she said. Maxwell also denied ever dining with Clinton at any of Epstein's homes, but confirmed that she flew with him on the late Pedos plane in 2002. I thought she just said she never flown with him, though. Okay, but anyway, Clinton, who has been mentioned more than 70 times in the newly unsealed documents, has been photographed on Epstein's jet, known as the Lolita Express, multiple times, and had Epstein as a guest at the White House on at least 17 occasions during his presidency. Okay, y'all, these people, man. That is crazy. That is crazy, y'all. They got so much shit on this man and on Katt Williams is ridiculous. Just more and more stuff coming up every single minute of the day. And while I'm on this live, I'm seeing more stuff coming up. So let's see what else I got here for Jeffrey Epstein. I think that's it with him. So it's just a lot of stuff, y'all. And the thing about it, I don't know what all this revealing, all these documents, what is it really going to do? Are they going to basically charge other people, investigate other people, or not? Or are they just telling us about it? Because there are a lot of names on there. Some of these people, to me, seems like they knew more than what they were saying. I don't know. But, it's probably a big old cover up. Let's keep it real. And as far as Jeffrey Epstein, his brother is still questioning the fact that he believes that his brother was, what? He does not believe he committed, what? He said that he hired his own coroner to come in to oversee the autopsy and stuff. And he claimed that some of the evidence in the autopsy that suggests that he was unalived by somebody else, they did not, they sealed that. They did not tell the public about it. They said that he had other marks around his neck that goes against, someone actually hanging themselves. Okay. Point blank. And what else did he say? He said that, let's see. Oh, he wants to see the camera. He wants to know why the cameras weren't working. But he wants to see the other footage, okay? And then also the 2 guards or 3 guards who fell asleep and one was shopping. Why weren't they asleep? Why was the one shopping? He wants answers for all of this. He believes that this is a cover-up, straight up. He also wanted to see his pre-hospital care report and why he can't get the 911 call as well. Okay, and then also they found another noose, basically, I think in his cell. And the noose that they showed everybody is not the actual one that he used to allegedly, hang himself. That's what his brother was saying. And this is a picture of his brother right here, which I think his name is Mark. And he's 60 some years old, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so this is him right here. Okay. So he wants that case looked at back into, because he believes that his brother was, what, okay? And this is all what it is, The additional evidence was not shown or anything. The camera footage, the police officers, no, the deputy, whatever you call them, people that be in the prison, guarding the daggone inmates. They were asleep. One was shopping. He wants answers to all of that. And then they're looking at the fact how he was suspended from the top bunk in a near seated position with his butt like 1 inch to 1.5 inches off the floor and his legs in front of him. They want to know how, I don't know, they just want to know about that. And they also want to know, why did he use that when he could have used his sleep apnea machine cord to do this to himself? Why would he have to cut up a sheet when he could have easily used the cord from that machine? So everything that he's asking is valid, okay? And I don't think that he unalived himself either, okay? Here are some pictures of his cell after he committed, allegedly, the act. Okay, I'm just gonna show y'all that. I don't, like I said before, I don't know. I don't believe that. I believe he was I believe he was executed. Okay, point blank. I believe somebody else came in and did this to this man and made it look like that, because he was going to be talking. Eventually, he was going to be telling on people, and no telling what all information he had. This is the machine, sleep apnea machine. Why didn't he use the cord on that? Why did he tear up sheets and stuff to do it when he could have just used that? And this is the former officer who shared a cell with him. This is the officer who allegedly attacked him in, I forgot what year. And then at first, Jeffrey Epstein had said that he was attacked by him. Then he recanted his whole story. Okay. And so that's him when they, I guess, was bringing him out or whatever the case is. This is crazy, y'all. And these are the two officers. One was shopping, one was asleep, who was on duty at the time this happened. The lady right there walking with the purse and the black dude right there. I'm assuming that's the other one, I guess. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think so. That is him. Okay. And they were both indicted, but they struck a deal. Okay, they struck a deal in exchange for admitting their guilt and cooperating with the feds, probe into Epstein's unaliving, and then the charges were dropped. How convenient. You know what I'm saying? And neither one of them have spoken out publicly about it or anything else. All right. And then they also said it was other officers on duty, at least part of the shift, and they were supposed to accompany Noelle on her rounds. Their identities have never been released. Okay, all of this is suspect. All right, so it's just a lot, And then the thing about it, his brother said he was going back to court, right, to try to get a bail. Okay, and they would have put an ankle monitor on his foot. He would have been like staying at home, couldn't go out. So why would he off himself when he had that hearing coming up, and he could have possibly been released? So why would he off himself? Okay. His brother said if that bail would have been denied, then he could see why he might have did that. But since he never got a chance to go to the hearing, he don't know. So why would he do that to himself? And again, I still don't believe it, because he could have just easily used the cord. Why are you tearing up sheets and shit to make a little noose and stuff like that? And then that's not the original. That's not the one that he actually used to hang himself. Okay, point blank. They also said on that cloth that was hemmed at the edge, no staining or fluids were on there, despite allegedly being around Epstein's neck when he passed on. And they said the noose taken as evidence was not the one the prison guard ripped or cut from Epstein's body. All right. It was 2 nooses in the cell. All right. Let's see what else. Yeah, that machine had electrical cord on. He could have used that. Also, EMT, they were not interviewed, and that is usually a standard protocol in these type of cases. They did not even interview them, and they said especially in high-profile cases, they said the EMTs in the hospital staff are interviewed by the police, but in this case, none were. And also, pre-hospital care report for Epstein can't be found. All right. In the autopsy show Epstein was unalive for at least 2 hours before he was found, and possibly up to 6 hours. And they said, however, despite clearing being deceased, he was transferred to the hospital and placed in a hospital gown on a gurney. Meanwhile, the 911 calls made from the prison and its contents have also never been released. And then on July 23rd, right before that incident, I guess, that's when guards were called into the cell that Epstein shared with a former cop. The picture I just showed you of that cop, Nicholas T., due to an incident in which he had sustained neck injuries. Following the incident, Epstein told prison staff that he had been attacked by his cellmate. He later said he did not remember how he got the injuries, and he refused to speak any further. And then after that incident on July the 30th, the prison psychology department said Epstein must have a cellmate at all times and was to be monitored. They transferred this dude. They brought in a new cellmate, right? And then that cellmate was transferred out of MCC to another facility less than 24 hours before Epstein's unaliving. So to me, it sounds like it's all a cover up. That's why they took him out of the room. That's why they transferred him. And also, his new cellmate, Reeves, told Epstein's family that Epstein seemed like he was depressed and did not want to live anymore. And Epstein told another inmate, I guess, or either other inmate said he was saying he was going to murk himself because the government is trying to murk him anyway. Okay. So again, video evidence from that night was limited. They did not show everything. The August 9th and 10th for the SHU area where Epstein was housed was only available from one prison security camera due to a malfunction of MCC New York's digital video recorder system. And between 10:40 p.m. on August the 9th and around 6:30 a.m. on August the 10th, no one was seen entering Epstein's cell tier from the SHU common area. And it's despite Freedom of Information Act requests being filed, the footage from the working camera, particularly showing when Epstein's body was removed from the tier in the morning, has never been released to the public. And all of that is weird. Then they talked about the sleeping guards and stuff, and they lied. And then they later admitted to falsifying records that said they had completed the checks because they tried to pretend like they completed checks and stuff, but they lied about that. And then they were indicted and they did a plea deal and they got off and charges were dropped or whatever the case is. So anyway, his brother said they had a hearing which was coming up a few days after his unaliving to appeal the bail restrictions. Why would Jeffrey unalive himself a few days before that hearing? Because if he got bail, he would be out of jail awaiting trial in his house with an ankle monitor, he told an investigative journalist Declan Hill on his Crime Waves podcast. He said, why unalive yourself then? If bail was denied again, then I could understand it. And he said, believe me, it would have been easier if the pathologist had come out and said, it looks like a, then I could put the whole issue behind me. He added, like I said, we all believe that the dude was unalived by somebody. We don't believe he unalived himself. So hopefully, I doubt it, but hopefully they will find out the real truth and get to the bottom of this. All right. Other than that, guys, I want to thank everybody for coming by, tuning into Shay's Tube. Jeffrey Epstein, Katt Williams live today. All right. And thank you guys so much. Let me go ahead and say thank you to everybody in this chat. Carl is here. Thank you so much for coming by, showing support. Do 'em Dirty TV. Thank you so much for coming by, showing support. Y'all show him love. Everybody name that I put up, show them love, y'all. Okay. Brenda Clark. Thank you so much. Brenda, thank you so much for coming by, showing support. Goddess D of Love. Thank you for coming by, showing support, hon. All right, J4, thank you so much for coming by, showing support. He does not have a, you know what, y'all. Okay, the Bump Capone Show, thank you for coming by, showing support, and I will check you out. Let me go ahead and screenshot your name so I can make sure I go check you out myself, okay? Y'all check out Iceman, too, and thank you so much for coming by, showing support, hon. And DMAC Bo, thank you for coming by, showing support. I don't know if you got one, but if he does, y'all go check him out, show him some support as well, and I will, too. And Keith West, thank you for coming by, showing support. Have a good night at work, all right? And thanks to Nightbot for doing this job. And thanks to everybody who watched in the bushes. And thanks to everybody who watches in the replay. Remember, everything in this live, I'm not saying that Katt Williams is telling the truth or if he's lying. I'm saying that I believe he's telling the truth about a lot of things he's saying, okay? Point blank. Other things may just be jokey joke or whatever, or it just may be the way he sees it, okay? As far as Jeffrey Epstein, I do believe he was unalived, intentionally. I don't believe he did it to himself. As far as all these other people who come up in these documents, I don't know if they was involved in this or not. Everything is allegedly or what people think. I don't know what to think. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, guys, thank you again for tuning in. Don't forget to thumbs up this video if you enjoyed this content. Also, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed, and hit the bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. All right? Y'all, don't forget, if you want to show support to this channel, you can do that by doing the Cash App to $ShadesTube. All donations are used to better this channel. All right. And let me take Nightbox coming down because we are getting ready to get ready to get out of here. Guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to try to do the live. Tomorrow is Wednesday, right? I'll try to do a live early again, so we won't have to come here at night, all right? So until then, y'all have a good night. Have a good day. Take care of yourself. Stay positive, and I'll see you guys in my next live. This is Shades 2. All right, guys. And again, let's just show this again, just to do that again one more time. All right. All right, guys. Y'all take care, and I will see you guys tomorrow. All right. If God is willing, I will definitely see you guys. Y'all take care. Peace out.